Hey everybody, it's Brooke with The Buttered Home and welcome to my messy kitchen. Today we're going to be showing you how to repurpose leftover roasted vegetables in a really flavorful way. Also, we're going to be using this recipe to teach you how to use our white roux sauce as a basis for a casserole, which is a good fundamental of cooking. So we've got quite a few things here, so let's get started. All right, in a bowl, I have about 2 cups of leftover roasted vegetables and onions. I've seasoned these already, but as they have been kind of put up, I'm going to season them just a bit more. So we're probably going to just put in, probably about half a teaspoon to a teaspoon of salt, and then about 1/4 to a half a teaspoon of pepper. Then to that, we're also going to add in 1 tablespoon of minced garlic. So this is our chance to kind of really flavor up our vegetables. So if you're like me and you just tend to roast them with just salt and pepper, this is how you add just a tad more flavor. And what I've got some peppers and carrots and broccoli and onion in here that I roasted for us the other night, and I always do too much and have it left over. So this is a really good way to use those leftovers. Now to this, we're going to add about 1/2 cup of grated cheese and mix that in. Now here is where the fun comes in. If you've been with me for very long, then you have learned how to make a white roux, or at least I hope you have. And then turn that white roux into a really pretty, really flavorful cream sauce. And we have about 2 cups of it here, and that's going in our vegetables. I'm just going to scrape this pan. Make sure I get all that good sauce out of there. And this will just get into those vegetables and that cheese and make it a really, really, really beautiful thing. All right, so now we have that mixed up. Spoon all dirty, and I left my spatula in the sink. So I'm going to lightly spray a baking dish and use an 8.5 by 11 or a 9 by 13, and then we're going to pour that vegetables and the sauce in and just spread it out in a thin, nice layer. I call this my family reunion casserole. Oh. I have my oven preheated to 350 degrees. And I have about 2 tablespoons of butter melted over here to the side. And I've got 1 sleeve of butter crackers, and I'm just going to break those up, spread them across the top. You can add some more cheese underneath here if you wanted to. I like keeping it just very simple. And a lot of times I'll do this in a throwaway pan, so it will transport to that family reunion and be really, really well. Okay, so now we're going to take that 2 tablespoons of melted butter, and I'm just going to go, well, let me make sure my edges are covered. And then I'm just going to drizzle that butter along the edges first, and then come back and crisscross through the middle. All right, now this will go in that 350 degree oven for about 30 minutes until the top is nice and golden brown. And then we'll take it out and we'll let it rest for about 10 minutes, and then we'll scoop it up and we'll show you how perfect it is. So stay with us. All right, everybody, we are back and we have finished our cook time on our vegetable casserole, and now we're going to show you how perfect it is. See how the top is nice and brown? It was bubbly around the edges. Now I have let it sit for about 10 to 15 minutes just to try to cool a little bit. I'm going to dip some out and then we'll fish around in it. And it's all good and cheesy and perfect. Like, you can see the cheese strings coming off of it, but see how perfectly that roux sauce just made this into a gorgeous, beautiful casserole. So if you have leftover vegetables, this is the way you need to have them. It's great because most people have things like this on hand, and you can even use those steamable vegetables that you find for less than $1 in the grocery store. They're fantastic. Now I'm going to give it a taste, but it's still really hot. So pray I don't burn my tongue off. That roux sauce mixed with that cheese has made it into almost a bechamel, and it's just wrapped all those vegetables into this really nice creaminess and a very nice savory sauce. And the addition of the butter crackers on top is fantastic, but you can also just use a little Parmesan cheese and butter if you're watching what you're doing. Of course, if you use the roux, you're getting white flour. So sometimes you just have to make a decision. And the decision on this is, it's a pretty tasty way to get those vegetables. This recipe, like all of our others, can be found over at thebutteredhome.com for free. We even have a real nice area where you can make notes to add to this or change it a bit. Make this recipe your own. We would love for you to visit us over there. We have over 250 recipes at The Buttered Home now, and you can just about find anything that you want with that nice little search function that we have on our website. Also, if you're not already, make sure that you're following us on all of our social channels. We have a real good time and we want you with us no matter where we are. You just never know what we might be doing. So you won't want to miss a thing. And as always, if you want all of our videos in one convenient place, head over to YouTube and search for The Buttered Home. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button so that you can be notified when we drop new videos like this one. All right, nice warm casserole comfort food ready to eat. I gotta serve up Big D a big plate of this and watch the smile come across his face. So from The Buttered Home to your home, y'all have a great day, and we sure love y'all. Bye.